The Hunger Games, colon...
The Hunger Games, colon?
No, the colon would be silent.
Oh, so is mine since the first colon surgery.
Again, really personal.
No,
Yes,
every
it
part
is.
sounds like a secret.
Hey guys, my name's Dan. Today's reaction is The Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes pitch meeting. Now, a few quick stories before we jump into this. As with all of these new releases, as far as movies are concerned, I do like to see the movie fairly close to the release of a pitch meeting or a kill count or whatever. And unfortunately, I didn't really have anything for today, so I was kind of waiting around to see what pitch meeting it was, and I was kind of thinking, you know, it's Thanksgiving, it's probably going to be like a revisit or something, but no, he up and goes, hey, let's do the Hunger Games today. So I had to go out on Thanksgiving to go see this movie so I can be prepared to get this reaction out to you guys. I did not think I was going to be spending 3 hours at the movie theater on Thanksgiving, but here we are. It's currently Black Friday as I'm recording this. It's midnight here, and I did technically see this movie on Thanksgiving to get this out to you guys, so I do hope you appreciate that, and I do hope that longtime viewers, you recognize this hat, not just from it being my default picture on here, but I used to wear this hat all the time, but kind of decided to stop since I've been growing out my hair. So I'm bringing it back, seeing how I feel about it. Maybe, just maybe, we'll see it more in future videos, but I'm sort of giving it a little test drive for now. But before we get into this reaction, please do check all of those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, the pitch meeting link and Ryan George's link. They're both great ways to support him, and a great easy way to support me is to go right below this video, click all those buttons down there, because as I let you see future reactions that I do, I'll host on the channel to grow. Without any further ado, let's go.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. I was
Yeah.
thinking we do a Hunger Games prequel.
Oh, hell yeah. People have been clamoring for some new Hunger Games content.
Sure.
They have? Well, no, but that is a title with some brand
I mean,
recognition, which is always safer
I was
than
like seeing
something
it.
original. I'm scared all the time.
Hey, this industry was built by risk takers, and now it's our job to calm that down a little bit.
I am
Oh,
so
all right.
expendable, my dude. We should hold each other after this.
I'm in.
So tell me about this movie.
Well, it's actually going to take place like decades before the other Hunger Games movies and follow a young Coriolanus Snow.
Oh, Coriolanus, huh? That was my nickname for a little while after I fell first off of my yacht onto a chunk of the Grand Barrier Reef.
Oh,
What?
my God. Okay, that's really personal.
Yes, it
Not
is.
really how it's pronounced.
Managed to get my surgery sponsored by UNESCO.
All right, so
What?
obviously, eventually, this guy is going to turn into the tyrannical president of Pan Am that we know.
So the main character of this becomes the guy in charge of the child murder games.
That's right.
It's gonna be hard to get the audience to root for a guy like that.
Actually, it's gonna be
Actually?
super
Actually?
easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, he's handsome.
He sure is,
What's
isn't
going
he?
on with this handsome kid murder man?
Well, see, at the 10th Hunger Games, Kid Murder Man is going to be charged with mentoring one of the tributes, this girl named Lucy Gray.
Lucy Gray. Okay, I'll try to remember that.
Oh, don't worry, sir. Her name's going to be repeated 10,000
Yeah,
times.
a lot.
in the movie.
It
Oh,
is.
okay.
And so she's actually a singer, and they have a little thing going on, so people call her his songbird.
Very cute.
But she's also very good with snakes.
Songbirds and snakes, huh?
Yeah, see, that's actually the title of the movie, The Hunger Games, colon...
The Hunger Games, colon?
No, the colon would be silent.
Oh,
Oh, so is mine since the first colon surgery.
Again, really personal.
No,
Yes,
every
it
part
is.
sounds like a secret.
All right, anyway, the title is The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
That just rolls off the tongue. Okay, great.
Yeah, and critics can't really talk if our movie's title takes up like half their article's character count.
Oh!
Smart.
Yeah.
That is
Lucy
pretty
Gray's
smart.
gonna sing in this thing.
About 6 more times than what feels comfortable.
What?
So the whole thing is that if Kid Murder Man wants to rise through the ranks, he needs to make sure that Lucy Gray draws in viewers to the Hunger Games, because numbers are down, and they don't even know if these things are going to continue.
Oh,
Sure.
no, actually, no, wait, no, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, objectively, but handsome Kid Murder Men want prestige.
Right, okay, yeah.
And there's going to be this character that actually started the games. He's smart, but he's an alcoholic.
Well, we already used Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I was thinking we use the other actor who always does that.
Peter Dinklage.
Exactly.
Yep, that's
so Peter
him.
Dinklage is like, hey, if you cheat in the Hunger Games, you're going to be in big trouble.
Oh, so what does Kid Murder Man do? He
Cheats in
That
the
makes
Hunger
sense.
Games.
Yeah, he's going to provide Lucy Gray with a little thing of rat poison.
How does he get that to her?
He just hands it to her. All the tributes are kept in a big cage before the games.
No guards or security cameras?
Apparently not. So she heads into the games well equipped.
Well, okay then.
And Kid Murder Man convinced the games master to let the public donate so they could say send supplies to the tributes.
Oh, that's like that thing that happens in the original movies.
Yeah, weren't
Yep.
you curious about how that specific thing came to be?
No, not really.
Oh, dang
Oh!
it. Well, were you curious about how that hanging tree song that Katniss sang came to be written?
Not particularly.
Dang it. Okay. Well, since this is a
Well, I mean,
prequel,
I
we
kinda
kinda
did.
have
I
to
was
include
curious about
pointless
it.
origin things for stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fine. That does seem to be what prequels are for some reason.
So anyway, during the games, Kid Murder Man's gonna do everything he can to keep Lucy Gray alive.
like what?
Well, it turns out the drones they use to send supplies kind of suck, so he sends a bunch at once
Oh,
to
yeah.
hit the other kids that are about to hurt her.
Oh, hell yeah. Injure those kids, handsome murder man.
He's also gonna straight up sneak in and kill a kid.
Oh, he's just going in and killing people.
Yeah, technically he goes in to rescue his
Yeah.
mentor friend Sejanus, but yeah, he does. He straight up kills.
I
the
mean,
kid.
like, he was defending himself, but yes, he did eventually kill the kid.
Oh, okay.
And Lucy Gray
is
is
a
going to
very
kill too.
weird
She's
sentence
going
for me to
sprinkle
say
a
out
bit of
loud.
rat poison through a vent, and a kid's going to breathe a little bit of it in and die instantly.
God, how effective is that rat poison?
The most effective rat poison to ever exist.
It's pretty
Sure seems that
effective.
way.
And eventually, the game master is going to send in thousands and thousands of genetically modified snakes.
Uh-oh.
But Kid Murder Man learned earlier that if the snakes know your scent, they won't attack you.
Okay.
So he puts a little Lucy Gray handkerchief into the snake pit before they send it in.
All the thousands and thousands of snakes were able to get a little whiff of this cloth and remember her scent.
That's what we're going
Yep.
with.
That works.
So then all
I was
the
okay
kids
with it.
die and Lucy Gray survives.
Surviving because of how much you smell is tight.
Oh.
Well, listen, that was a pretty entertaining movie for sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop there.
There's still about an hour left.
Yes,
though.
there
Oh my
is.
God, what?
Yeah, see, Peter Dinklage finds out that Kid Murder Man cheated, so he sentences him to 20 years of being Eminem.
What?
Yeah, he's got to work as a peacekeeper in District 12.
Okay.
And eventually he's going to reunite with Lucy Gray, and they're kind of in
Does look a
love
little
and
bit like
stuff.
Eminem,
Feels
doesn't
like a
they?
whole additional movie.
Yeah, well, people got mad when we split one book into two movies. I don't know what you want me to
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
here.
that's
a fair
true.
point. I mean, no one's ever happy.
And Kid Murder Man is going to snitch on one of his friends who gets killed, and then he and Lucy Gray escape.
Uh-huh.
But while they're escaping, they're going to become
He's just
paranoid and
watching
suspicious of each other, and Kid Murder Man's going to try to kid murder her.
Like,
But we're not really going to know if he managed to, and then
Look
he's going to
it,
go back
look
to
it,
Pan Am and kill Peter Dinklage and get a big promotion and be all rich and stuff.
We done?
We done.
Oh, okay, yay, good.
So what do you think?
Well, that kind of dragged on for a bit there, but sounds like we're bringing a franchise back to life. Let's get the hype train going.
Oh dear, let's see what this says. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes box office wins weekend, but suffers worst opening ever for Hunger Games franchise. I don't really know what that means as far as the future is concerned, but I had a fantastic time watching this entire movie. I was gripped onto every scene, every little thing. It was kind of fun because like you go into this movie and you hear the guy's name like, oh, well, you know, there's no way we can root for him, but throughout the Hunger Games itself, like I was 100% on board with rooting for this guy. I was trying to think like what's going to turn the tide here on her. To her, because up until like a certain point, even when they were in that district, when he was reassigned, nobody really knew, or at least she didn't know how like bad he was. But then there was that line where it was kind of I guess he thought it was a throwaway line where he mentioned like, oh, I killed, what was it, 3 or 4 people or whatever, and then Lucy's like, wait a minute, you didn't mention about that last one. What's that all about? And then he finally admits like, oh, I ratted this guy out so I could be with you. And then she's like, okay, alright, crazy man, I think I'm gonna go. Almost gets him killed by poisoning him with the snake. Being like, here, you can leave, you can go now, I don't want anything left to do with you. And he eventually takes the advice after, it looks like he shot at her, not really sure if she died or not. I don't really remember. I don't think she had any sort of place in the Hunger Games before all this stuff. I know she did say Katniss a whole bunch of times there towards the end, to where it made me think like, wait a minute, is this like a great grandmother of Katniss, or is this a grandmother of Katniss? I can't remember. For the life of me, I can't remember. I'm sure somebody in the comments could let me know. There's a relation there, right? And like how far away is that relation? Like I'm not entirely sure. Like I said though, it was a lot of fun. It was cool seeing all the movies like thrown into like different acts. Like the first act was pre-Hunger Games, and then the Hunger Games, and then the third is like the after bit of it, and then like he just completely goes off in that third bit. I had so much fun with this. I thoroughly enjoyed this. So that will do it for me here. What did you guys think about this movie? Please let me know down in the comment section below. Please leave a like too if you enjoyed it. Do check all those links I have for you down in the description below. And lastly, and most importantly, want to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon: Cruising, Wolver310, Jordan Bird, Kester Crotich, Amber K, Raymond Bright, Chris Curtis, Haley Machinardi, Ann Perry, Larka, Vox Cacophony, and welcome back Dancing Viru, Morgan Page, Ania Silva, Christian Siebold, and Marcus Florence. And I'll see you guys next time.